The key innovation of Linux is, in fact, the Linux development community. How they work, the speed at which they work, the effectiveness of which they work. That is what makes Linux different. It's what makes Linux powerful.
It is that living community whereby ideas can be proposed, smart people can think about them, make suggestions, refine it, that really makes Linux unique.
The community plays an incredibly important role in the fundamentals of how we innovate.
IBM has been a contributor to Linux for more than a decade. They're one of the top contributors to the Linux kernel project, have stood by Linux through thick and thin over a 10-year period.
Today we have around 600 developers who participate in the fabric of Linux and work alongside of others in the community at every form of making Linux. We've participated over time in more than 200 open source communities and sub-communities of all different flavors.
IBM is not just a contributor or participant in the community, they've really created a commitment to Linux, right? And their involvement with SUSE, for example, really shows us their commitment to the future of Linux on a long-term, hardened, certified, tested hardware platform.
IBM gets how to work within the open source community to make sure that collective goals of the industry are met in terms of creating a common base everyone can benefit from, but at the same time making sure that that code also works incredibly well on IBM hardware and on Power architecture. I think a lot of users of Linux are going to be pretty excited about the new pricing of this PowerLinux offering. You know, it really, again, adds more competition to the market and provides for, you know, a real proven solution at an incredibly attractive price.
To us, Linux is not about, here's a server, here's the software, good luck, let us know if you have any problems. To us, our commitment to Linux is about the technology, making the technology be better.
Optimizing Linux on Power is going to make every other architecture sharper because competition just keeps people on their toes and makes technology better.
SUSE works together with IBM and the Power brand and the Power teams to make Linux better for everyone. So we share common tools, we collaborate very closely at a very technical level, and we also share our goals for the marketplace and for our mutual customers.
You see Linux becoming the standard more and more within data centers. And having yet another architecture like Power as another choice gives further degrees of freedom and capabilities and choice, which is completely consistent with Red Hat's principles around open choice in our stack. So adding Power and this new product line into the choices that customers can adopt in their data center choices and strategies for the future is just another extension of the value that IBM and Red Hat together bring to the marketplace.
I think ISVs see PowerLinux as a great opportunity to offer integrated solutions to their markets, right? So in particular industries, the combination of their software combined with the Power platform in SUSE Linux, integrated together, tested, certified, hardened, optimized. It's a great opportunity to provide a highly economical, highly focused and tuned offering.
When IBM commits to making Linux on Power better, developers can count on the fact that it will be optimized, that they'll be working on the latest technology, and that there'll be jobs in the future, and that technology will be around for a long period of time.
So this new product announce isn't an ending point. In fact, it's just a stage in our Linux journey. We started well over 10 years ago. We continue to remain committed to the Linux community. We're not done. We're only beginning.